Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and this is another midterm video. The last time we checked out my predictions on the Senate, and this time we are going to be looking at my predictions for the governor races in 2022 and 2021 as well. But however, I will not be looking at the California special election. I already did that in a separate video. So, first thing is that let's go ahead straight with the safes. These will likely not flip. These safes for Democrats. The safes for Democrats right now are pretty much, I'd say, Colorado, New Mexico, safe for Democrats. Illinois. That's about it for safe Democrats. Safe Republicans. The safe Republicans are Oklahoma, Arkansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, Wyoming, Idaho. Sorry, I just put Oregon. Oregon would not go red. And I'd say that's about it for safe Republicans. So that's about. Actually, I'd also put Vermont and Massachusetts, safe Republican. California and New York, safe Democrat. Sorry, not Republican. And the reason I'm putting California and New York as safe Democrat is because I know Cuomo had his scandal, but New York went 66% to Biden. And I could see it being a little closer than regular New York governor races, but I would still call it safe for the Democrats. And if they primary Cuomo, which I think would be the best course of action if they want to win more people in the New York election, then they would do even better. So I'd say it's safe either ways, but they would do better if they primaried Cuomo. However, I think that is highly unlikely that they primary Cuomo. California, Gavin Newsom, sure, he is facing a recall, but as I looked in the recall video, it won't really affect him that much. California is a safe Democrat state, probably not going to go red for a long time now. Oh, sorry, Hawaii is also safe Democrat. Alaska, I'm putting as likely Republicans. Oregon, and I'm putting as lean Democrat for a few things. First of all, they don't really like their governor at all, but at the same time, you have to consider this is a safe Democrat state. That is why it is a lean Democrat. Nevada is a lean Democrat, as their incumbent is Democrat. He'd use the incumbency advantage. And Nevada is probably not going to throw him out. Arizona, we'll come back to that. Kansas, we'll come back to that. Iowa and Minnesota. Iowa, I'm putting likely Republican. This state went to Donald Trump by 10 points and has continued to get more and more Republican, by a likely margin. So it will be a likely margin in the governor race as well. Minnesota is likely Democrat. Usually, in most circumstances, Minnesota would be lean Democrat, but their governor is currently approved of. He has the base he needs to continue and win re-election, along with that incumbency advantage I talk about. Michigan, lean Democrat. I just put Ohio as Democrat. Safe Democrat, and probably not going to happen. Michigan, lean Democrat. Mainly because, again, the governor here, it's in a similar position to Minnesota. It's a swing state, so they can't win by too much. But it is going Democrat at the moment. Wisconsin, we're leaving for now. Ohio is likely Republican. Ohio is likely Republican. They're basically the same as Iowa in this situation. Tennessee, Alabama, South Carolina, all safe Republicans. So right now we are putting Republicans at 21 and Democrats at 15. Let's continue. Georgia, we'll come back to that. Florida, I'm putting as likely Republican, seeing as Governor Ron DeSantis is highly liked in Florida. He is has the Republican base he needs. He has not upset the Trump base in any way, which is the only way I could see him losing the governor race. And he would be able to win again, probably by a 5% margin, which is a big margin for a state like Florida. Virginia, lean Democrat at this point. Virginia is just a lean Democrat state in almost everything. Little explanation needed there. I'm putting Maryland as a tilt Democrat because since Larry Hogan is not running for another term, I do not think another Republican would be able to win in the most Democratic state. Since Larry Hogan is not running for re-election, if Larry Hogan did run for re-election, it would be safe Republican. But since he is not, we have to consider the fact that even if Larry Hogan endorses someone, he will not do as well as he did. And unless there's someone exactly like Larry Hogan and has huge support from the Hogan base, there's going to be no way it is going to go there. But after, you can't just go from safe Republican to safe Democrat, so at the moment it is tilt Democrat. New Jersey is a likely Democrat. Same thing with Connecticut and Rhode Island. Vermont and Massachusetts, I think there's literal explaining needed there. Phil Scott and Charlie Baker are both running for another term in those states. Highly liked in these Democratic states, and they will win again. New Hampshire, at this point, I'm putting New Hampshire as lean Republican, which might actually be surprising to a few people. Republicans really have a stronghold in New Hampshire, Vermont, and Massachusetts. I could even put it as likely Republican. Lean Democrat would be Maine. Okay, so the rest are mostly, except for Texas. I forgot Texas. I just made it blue. Greg Abbott is likely to win a second term. Greg Abbott has not done anything to anger the Texans, and most Texans like him, so he has no reason to not win re-election. Arizona, I'm putting tilt Democrat, just because of the fact that it is going to get more blue. Same thing with Georgia. Not even the Republican base likes their current Republican governor in Georgia, and that is why he has still barely been elected, and that is why Stacey Abrams put up such a good fight in 2018. Kansas I'm putting that as tilt Republican. The governor there, I think she'd be able to win re-election barely if she did. Kansas is a very difficult situation. I'd say this is the most toss-up one of them all. Pennsylvania and Wisconsin are the last states I would like to put. And I'm putting both of these as tilt Democrat. So in the end, my prediction is 25 Republicans to 25 Democrats, a tie. However, I could see what Republican strategy should be is to try, and they should try and flip Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Arizona, and Georgia. Arizona and Georgia, I'd say, would be the hardest to flip. Democratic strategy, however, should be to just flip Kansas and retain the rest, and they'd get the majority with that. So, thank you for watching this video, and like and subscribe.